hark up to the loose puck. Sayers looks to bring it out for the Wildcats. Cross-arse pass, finds Tower, he spins away from his man. Tower gets on the end of the loose puck, backhand towards goal. Loose in front, takes the bobble, up and in. Or is it? The goal hasn't been signalled, now it has. 3:38 the goal there. Towers cross-come shot, takes a bounce, it goes over the leg of Smithell into the net. The Wildcats lead.
It might be Towers' goal. I don't know who that hit. It's Chris Jones was in front of the net, as was a couple of. Yeah, he's going off travelling with his fiancée.
Here's the goal. I think that comes off Joe Baird.
Yeah, I think it's just hit the pass across and it's just hit a skate and not a lot of.
It's bounced up. Oh, it might be Bradley. No, it's Dan Bradley. It looks like it's called Bradley's skate. Bounced up and over Smith's padding in. An unfortunate one, but the Wildcats not doing themselves a disservice considering the Huskies are in the final today. Goodbye. Away from three, drops to the Harvestead, tic-tac-toe pass here, Walcombe shot, brilliant, Brendan Walcombe, we said he needs three, there's one, 9:15 the time on the clock and the Bees tie the game up for Brendan Walcombe.
That's a top finish from Walcombe, and when we look at it on the replay now, it's good.
It's from an obscene angle as well.
Good movement. I mean, he just drifts into the space there. The D-man's just stepped up and right under the crossbar. There's nothing Dean Skins can really do about that.
I think the problem there for the Wildcats is it's the D-man, it's the two forwards all going out to goodbye, knowing. Drops it off to Baird. Baird shot from the blue line, tipped in front, away from Skins. Really good. Bees score a second. Two in quick succession off the Joe Baird shot that's tipped in front. And I believe that's Juho Lindgren reacts fastest and gives the Bees the lead, 9:48. It's the shot from Baird from the blue line first, which is blocked in front.
Yeah, it's blocked by his own. It is blocked by Lindgren, I think, who then puts it away.
Is it Lindgren or is it Webb? That's the question.
I think
it's 2D face cage and 2D8s. It's Ryan Webb. We'll get it right. Face off won by the Bees. Harvestead turnover in front. That is criminal. And Sam Bullis with the easiest goal he'll score this year. 11:57 tie game again off a massive error from the Bees D-man.
Well, have a look at the replay. As you say, it's not a great poor turnover. Sam Bullis wide open. He hasn't scored too many this year, but that's a gift. That is a gift from the Bees.
Sam Bullis is one of those players where he might not score often, but when he does, they're usually class. Bees quite happy to take the loose puck. Wilstead off the boards to Galak. Bounces over his stick. Now goes back to Godfrey. Godfrey, another silly turnover. Josh Smith now. Smith in front, waits for Skins to make the move. Another brute save. No! Josh Smith gets the recipient of a gift now. 13:21. You wait for one goal, and 5 come along in the space of 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's another really poor defensive zone turnover this time from the Wildcats. We'll get the replay. I mean, Godfrey just doesn't see. I don't think he sees Josh Smith in behind. Skins makes the first save, but it just comes loose and it's a tap in. Not going to miss from there.
Skins did very well on the first save. We'll have to give him that as well, obviously, but. It just, the beat drops off for Ross Bottom. Ross went to the front of the net. Lindgren couldn't get on the end of it. Skins does well to bat it away. Tower up ice to Sayers. Sayers steps in. Shot on goal. Saved by Smithell. Loose in front. That one goes in. Smithell unable to cover it up as it goes through his shoulder. 27:56 the time of the Wildcats' third goal of the evening.
That all starts with an absolutely lovely pass out from Colby Tower into Reed Sayers. Sayers with plenty of speed and space off the wing. Gets his shot off and it just sneaks through the 5-hole on Smithell, and we're tied again at 3.
It's one of those very unlucky ones. Wilstead does his best to get back there.
Yeah, he's almost got it.
See you stepping up to take a penalty shot.
No, the guy on 48 goals going on to at this point.
Heading into this one, Brendan Walcombe with a penalty shot on Dean Skins. I must admit there was no arguments from the Wildcats bench there at all.
I just noticed this. We've only got one ref on the ice.
Yes, we do. Walcombe skates in from his right. Steps in on goal. Shot saved by Skins. Puck don't lie. Yes, well spotted. James Irons has left us again. Now, James Irons was here 2 weeks ago and seemed to pull his calf. I don't know if we've had another recurrence of that.
Potentially, yes.
Or if something has happened. Walcombe has very fast hands and you can't outweight him. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Tries to drop it off for Rose, intercepted by Bullis. Bullis up to Pecosdi. Pecosdi at the left-hand side, freedom of the room. Shot goes through everything and Balint Pecosdi. What a ripper, 36-11. The Wildcats retake the lead, 4-3.
It's great speed down the wing. We saw that with the Sayers goal. We see it on the other wing now with Pecosdi. He's been a guy in great form recently. He's scored quite a few goals in the last month or so. You can see here he's got a good shot, and that's he's found a small gap there between Smittle and the posts and just fired it over.
It again, like I say, it all comes with speed and Pecosdi on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's just a small gap between the shoulder and the post.
Cats with it. Smith brings it away from one beast forward, starts the rush, goes in at Harvstead. Stead as well to round his man up. Cats go for a change. Beast can capitalise if they're quick. Martin drops it off for Harvstead. Back to mine. Back to Harvstead. Harvstead shot. That is fantastic work from the Bees there. Great work from Harvstead and Josh Martin to tie this game up. 45-11.
Yeah, great passing between Harvstead and
Josh Martin.
Josh Martin, thank you. I've already forgotten who it was. I mean, the Cats it wasn't a great line change, which kind of set up the opportunity, but they used the space so well here. You see the interchange in the passing, and it's a cracking finish from Harvstead.
The key one is
it past him.
Pecosdi. Back up to Beberis. Winds up across. Fires. Brilliant hammer time from Chris Jones. You could see it coming. He winds up, fires, and a Smittle cheats to his right. Chris Jones goes back the other way. Goes glove high on Smittle. 5-4. Power play goal. 47-42.
Well, if you're a Wildcats fan watching this stream, this is a play you've seen from Chris Jones on countless occasions over the last few years. He loves that shot from that position on the power play, and he's just ripped that past Smittle. So it's a nice pass. Again, Eddie Beberis just running the point there, sets it up, and just fires the slap shot in.
Make the bottle. Smith from behind the goal now. One man for company, takes away from Josh Martin. Jones met by Harvstead. Puck knocked loose. Galazzi tries to clear, batted down well by Tower. Tower avoids the check from Galazzi. Passing centre ice. Sayers takes a block, and that takes a deflection in front, and that goes in. And dare I say it, I think that may have come off James Galazzi. The Cats get a 6th goal, 50-11 the time of the goal.
That's it.
And it's an unfortunate one for the Bees.
Yeah, it's either come off Galazzi or potentially the stick of Tower. I can't quite tell from that replay.
From the reaction, Gaza feels like it's come off him. The shot from the blue line is a rocket from Jamie Smith. Either way, it's going to go down as a Jamie Smith goal there.
Yes.
Tower has stolen it.
Well, that discussion is completely pointless now.
Yep. Welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Wildcats at speed again. Loris Taylor into the zone. Puck comes loose. Shot from the point. Saved by Smittle. Rebound loose in front. Balint Pecosdi. And just like London buses, the Cats score 2 in quick succession. 50-34. Balint Pecosdi gets another one on the board.
Well, again, that's 2 goals in
20 seconds.
In 20 seconds from a similar route. You know, a shot off the point. It takes a tip. This time Smittle gets a save, but there's a wide open Pecosdi on the doorstep, and he just tucks it away. And suddenly, from nowhere, it's a 3-goal Wildcat lead.
Goodbye tries to jump in and does well to get there ahead of Sayers. Stretch pass over to Walcombe. Walcombe to the front of the net, pantses Dean Skins, and that is going to be how the Bees end the season. 59-57, Brendan Walcombe's 49th of the year, and it's a thing of beauty from the American.
What a lovely finish from Walcombe. He's going to be stuck on 49, he's not going to make 50, but it's not a bad one to end the season on. You know, he moves in, great speed off the wing. D-Man does his best, but he's just absolutely put Skins down and tucks it away.
It's exactly what we said with the penalty shot earlier. The hands are so fast.
Yeah,
and I
drags it across.
Dino just felt like he had to
take into next year when he's building the squad. Obviously, you know, you don't know what his plans are going to be, but yeah, there's a lot of positives to take forward with the way they've played.
The first name for next year, I believe, is going to be announced on presentation night on the 19th. And I could tell you this for nothing, it's a new name.
Excellent. Reed Sayers, man of the
Man
match.
of the match for the Swindon Wildcats goes to Reed Sayers.
Another guy who had a really good performance, pushed up onto that top line tonight with him Cowley out of the lineup. So
Sayers is, I can't remember how old he is. I saw him when he was with
21 now.
I saw him when he was with the Cardiff Fire in South One a couple of years ago and thought this guy was class at the time. And he's really come into his own for that second line, third line guy. He's quite happy floating between the two and puts up performances well. He obviously receives the usual empty box, which for some reason has disappeared this week. Nick, what did you do with the box? There is obviously beers in the changing room, and of course this is the usual time where I say, Swindon Wildcats fans, if you have joined us either in the rink for all 3 games, joined us in the stream for all 3 games, if you bought it just for tonight, 2 games or whatever, thank you. Enjoy the playoffs. Enjoy Coventry if you're going. Tom, I know you are.
Yeah.
Tom, I'll do it now because obviously you are a Wildcats fan, you do it. Thank you for joining me on commentary. You can now put that one off your wish list. You have now officially commentated on a Wildcats game, and I can see you grinning from ear to ear now as it is.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
So as we move on to the shirt off his back presentation, which, well, man of the match for the Bees.
Kind of had to be. Kind of had to be.
That too. We said the sentimental one comes out. It's only right and fair.
Oh, the box is back.
We found the box. Good work, Nick. James Galazzi also has the shirt off his back. He is going to, I believe it was shirt off his back. I don't know what's happened here. He has to sign the lucky or the cap. I believe he's signing 2 or maybe even 3, I think, here. He's got no excuse not to do a lap here.
Yeah.
4! Nick, is Becky just getting rid of all the hats?
There's a 5th.
There's 5! If he throws all 5 into one section, I'm going to be very disappointed. 1, 2. There's some very dodgy cashing going on already. 3, that one's dropped. 4, caught slip. 5, it's in deep right field. Out.
There's definitely some people there who would want to sign up for your cricket teams over the summer, and some who perhaps
if we're doing the Bees enough time, it is a case of, I will say this, thank you to all the people behind the scenes who have helped TSI World Bees on this season. Match night coordinator Dave Williams, the match night team, Kerry Williams, Christine McCarthy, Kate Jones, Katie Turner, Kim Purchard, Martin Goodfellow, Sharon Bowen, Zana Goodfellow. The Supporters Club, Becky Clark, Ben Clark, Beth Lake, Fiona George Smith, Katrina Clark, Michael Lee, Rachel Smith, Sarah Gordon. The off-ice officials team, Ali Hatherley, Ivan White, Jason Natara, Danny Purchard, Denise Mogg, Lizzie Hatherley, Lucy Spalton, Mark Hatherley, Michelle Lindgren, Nick King, Simon King and Steve Merry, and of course your media team who have handled the stream and the socials and all of that stuff for this year. Chris Callahan, Laura Simmons, Richard Brown, I'm going to say Andy Turner again because he's technically my boss, and of course Annika Heimhook and Nick Heimhook, who I have to say thank you for putting up with my nonsense for this year. It has made a year that I was going to do absolutely nothing a hell of a lot more enjoyable, so thank you for putting up with my nonsense. Please fire me. And at the end of all of that, I just have to say, for the end of 2022, the 2022-2023 season for the Bees, from me, producer Nick and co-producer Annika, thank you and good night.